Hey guys, Sean217 here on the Tactical Zone, bringing you a new series from us. This is going to be a Battlefield 3 squad deathmatch series. It's going to be a fun series actually. Some really good gameplays. What are we going to do in this series? In this series, we're going to bring you gameplays on every single map on Battlefield 3 for squad deathmatch. Break it down, tell you how to play, what kits to use, what style, and just suggest how to make you better on squad deathmatch for Battlefield 3, pretty much. So this is a co-hosted series between me and Bigfoot500G. So you're going to be seeing some commentaries from him, some commentaries from me. It's just going to be a mix and match. But anyway, this map, as you should know, is Karg Island, and this has a vehicle on it. So this map, vehicle maps, I suggest engineer or possibly assault. Probably go engineer. Got a little bit of lag in that gameplay there, that's the only lag though. So pretty much I suggest running a engineer class probably. Because you've got your small, your RPG, easy to take out the vehicles when people are in them. If you see the vehicle spawn, I would suggest, unless you want to get in it, I would suggest not getting in it though. You're heavily targeted in this game if you're in the vehicle. So just kind of sit beside it, defend it, even put some RPGs into it, do some damage to it. I really suggest not getting them. They're heavily targeted by people on this. So the gun I'm using as my primary is a G36C with a silencer, the grip, and the red dot attachment. Because the grip has to steady it up. It's got heavy recoil, the gun, so I put the grip on to steady up the gun. The silencer just helps the squad deathmatch because you're going to be firing a lot of bullets because you're going to see a lot more people because the squads are going to stick together. So you're going to be firing a lot more bullets. So you're going to want to have the suppressor so you don't get seen when you're firing those bullets. You're also going to want to run the red dot just so you get the accurate shot and that you're not missing too much. And the kind of perk I would suggest running is you're going to want to kind of like decide between your squad what to run. So you're gonna see that I'm actually running ammo. We don't know the other guy in our squad, but we looked at what he's running and we see what he is running, and we're just gonna base what we're running off of him. So Bigfoot's decided to run explosions because there's gonna be a lot of RPG and grenades thrown on this because of the vehicle, and I've decided to use ammo because I'm using a silenced weapon. I'm gonna run out of ammo very quickly. You can see that we're all using engineer in our squad. I figure most people, probably about 75% of people who play on maps with vehicles will use engineer or support, so you can take out the vehicles as soon as they spawn really quickly. Assault on a map like this, it could be a good idea. You have the noob tubes, you can take down buildings and that, but I don't think it's too good. It's going to be it's a kind of long distance map. Your assault guns your assault seem to be more like. Your AKs don't do long distance well. Your G36C is a really good long distance gun at like single shot there, good headshot there. It's just beast. It's just a couple of shots in, and also you're not going to get much time to revive people because it's a long distance map. Your squads could be a little bit further away from you, and you try to make a run out and you end up getting shot. So assault's not going to work. Recon could be a pretty good idea on this map. It is. There's obviously some good spots, just like sitting up here, great spot to snipe from here. I would suggest probably using a pullback sniper like the M40 or the SV98 or L96. Suggest using one of those snipers so you're getting the couple of shots, killing them, and you've got the range as well. So this spot up here is a good spot if you want to snipe. There's going to be a lot of snipers coming out to this spot, especially in this game. Tons of people want to come to this spot. Because this map, I would suggest sticking to the outsides of the map really. You don't want to just be rushing in and rushing into the middle of the map when there's people coming from every side on this. Kind of just stick to the side and you're going to be safe. So I'm just getting out of the way, letting my squad spawn on me. Bigfoot spawn on me. I have no ammo, so got him to go up to support. Support's great to run in this. If you've got teammates running silenced weapons, you're going to get tons of XP from getting resupplies. Also, you're going to have your C4 if you put it on. You have your C4. Take out those tanks really easily with your C4. Great to use. For using if you use support, support isn't a really defensive kind of, well, it's not defensive or rush, it's kind of in the middle. You don't want to just be sticking to the edges of the map with your support, with your heavy LMGs and that. You don't want to be just rushing straight in either. So with support, you're going to want to kind of take your time going around places. You're going to want to rush, but not rush fast. You're going to want to rush kind of slow, if you know what I mean. Confusing, it is. But that's what you want to do. You don't want to just be rushing straight into everything, because it's not smart. You're just going to get pretty much pummeled from all sides. And if you, an LMG is a really good idea on this, because you're going to need a lot of bullets, because there's going to be obviously a lot of enemies around you. You're going to deal a lot of damage to those enemies. Now, assault, as I said, not a good idea because the long distance. I really wouldn't suggest it, but if you do decide to run it, right, let's just say you do, I would suggest using something like maybe an M16 or the AK, something like that. A gun that has a really high fire rate and is really powerful, just to take the enemy out so quickly. You're going to want to rush probably with assault, I would say. Assault's more of a rushing kind of gun, but don't just rush and put yourself into stupid situations. Take your time, slow everything down, break it down, think about it in your head. Think about what you're about to do. Is it a smart idea or is it not? If it's a smart idea, then yeah, fair enough, go for it. But if you think about it and you decide, no, it's not a smart idea, don't do it. Just don't get thinking, I probably should do this. No, if it doesn't make any sense to do it to you, then why do it? I would suggest not. So this is how much damage the vehicles do deal. So that's why you want to have your small. Look at this guy's got in it, it's caught fire, and repair tool straight away. Moving on to engineer. Anyway, engineer, you're going to want to run something like this G36 or the, I don't know, the G36, something like that. Probably, I don't really know what many other guns in the engineer. I know the G36 has got to be the best one to use from it, because it's just so powerful. The silencer is just amazing. It's amazing with the silencer and everything like that. And you get your repair tool to repair the vehicle, and you also get your small just to take out the vehicles. Moving on now to recon. Recon, you're going to want to, if you're going to use recon, you're going to obviously want to pull back, as I said earlier. But you're going to want to run a powerful but fast secondary. I have the G18 suppressed, and I would so suggest that. So powerful, it's overpowered, I believe. So run that. You're also going to want to run something like maybe a spawn beacon. Maybe not a spawn. You're obviously going to have by default. You'll have the spawn beacon, but I don't know if the spawn beacon's a good idea, because you spawn in your spawn beacon, you're going to parachute in on this map. People are going to see you parachuting in, and they're going to know the position of where your squads are and where you're going to end up. So not a good idea. Probably don't place it, I would suggest. Also, you're going to want to run maybe an MEV would be a good idea. Spot some enemies for your teammates. Running an MEV is a good idea. The motion sensor could be a really good idea as well. But to me, engineer, best kit to use in this map. And look at this. I'm on like a 20 kill streak or something. And it's just, this is why I love engineer. It's so powerful. It's so amazing to do well. We're hammering the other teams, and at this point I'm just like, right, I know I'm gonna die, but just stick to the edges like I'm doing. I've not rushed into anything stupid, have I? No, that's because I'm just sticking to the edges of the map, not rushing into the middle, and and then you gotta watch, because they're gonna eventually know what you're doing. They're gonna just come for you. They're not gonna stop until they get you eventually. So you got to make sure maybe you're even moving between your spots, stuff like that. And there we go, 21-0, and I die. He gets his pistol out. He's using an engineer though. I'm not too bothered. I was gutted at the time. I was hoping to go flawless, but still fine. It was still a good 21 kill streak there. And see, that's why stick to the edges of the map, and you can do as good as that. If you're just gonna rush in the middle, you're not gonna do that well, because you're just going to be constantly dying. Yeah, you could get a good amount of kills, but you're going to constantly be dying and dying and dying. It'll be like getting a couple of kills, then you'll die. You'll get a couple of kills and die just straight away because they're going to be pummeling that middle of the map so hard. You just need to kind of slow down everything. So as this game is coming close to the end now, and I know where a good few of them are, so I'm kind of just rushing out to get them. But you're going to want to, on this map, you're going to want to check all the frames, really. You're going to want to have one squad mate checking the frames. If you can get one of your squad mates in the vehicle, one of them around about this area would be a really good tactic. And maybe even if you just all want to split up, you could get someone in that area over there where I'm shooting, because that is a heavily kind of area for the enemies. And I lose my dog tags there. It's all fine though. It's all fine. So he's got service star on his knife. So, but yeah, as you see, we've got a friendly in the vehicle. Instead of 2, we have 3 now. You don't want to have maybe 2 in that's the most. You don't want to have 3. Definitely all do not want to be in there. That gets hit, all of you are dead. That's 4 tokens lost for your team. That's another team gain 4 tokens. That's too much. You do never want them gaining that much. You see that? Getting the final kill there. And guys, that's all for episode number 1, Karg Island. Be sure to stay tuned. It's probably going to be episode number 2 next. Well, obviously episode number 2 next. But Sharky Peninsula probably. Guys, see y'all later.